He just has to touch you once.
Shit's going down.
He's so different than anybody else in the division. Like, he knocks everybody out. Everybody hits hard. They all hit hard.
But that
dude hits hard.
Robert, oh, sorry, when you're done.
Yeah, so then one through the eye, Robert. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll send an answer. Anthony Joshua is Olympic champion. First. Jack Paul, it's, sportsman, YouTuber, showman. Rolls Royce.
Joe Rogan has always spoken his mind, and his latest reaction to Anthony Joshua training with Oleksandr Usyk before a possible Jake Paul fight has shocked the combat sports world. On his podcast, Rogan broke down this strange but interesting situation, questioning why two of boxing's top heavyweight stars would take part in preparation for a fight that is mostly built around hype and entertainment with Jake Paul. Respect, and his usual blunt honesty, Rogan created a lot of noise among fans. People are now talking about what this unusual training connection could mean, not only for Jake Paul, but also for the wider future of boxing itself.
Is not going to just lose the weight beforehand. He's not going to come in drained. What he's going to do is just do extra cardio, and that's just going to make him more dangerous. He's going to be terrifying, and he's going to have...
Instead of training in the UK with his usual team under trainer Ben Davison, Joshua confirmed at a recent press conference that he would work with members of Usyk's camp. This is part of his preparation for the December 19th fight in Miami. He described the experience as intense and rewarding, praising the quality and success of Usyk's team, while making it clear that Usyk himself was not sparring with him on a daily basis.
Yourself, not in somebody else's system. You know what I mean? It's like Usyk's team might show him bits and bats of stuff. He doesn't box like Usyk. Can they train AJ to be similar to what Usyk's doing? AJ, you've got to pick out the best of what AJ does, and you've got to pick out the worst and improve the worst in him. And I'll say it time and time again. For me, the best trainer he ever had was Rogan McGregor. It might not be what people want to hear, but he had him from the stages in the amateurs, from being a young mind, brought him through, guided. He had a good view of what the competition was out there, where to put him, you know, where to manoeuvre him, when to take fights, when not to take fights. And he'd invested a lot of time in him, Robert McGregor. So it was a payoff. Now when you go to, you know, if AJ came here or he goes to Ben Davison, or you're going to be in for a big payday as a trainer. It's a lot of responsibility to take on. You know, Ben Davis is a good trainer. He's trained AJ for so many fights, brought him back. He'll have got paid handsomely. Everybody wants to train AJ because it's a good payday. So, but sometimes you have to think to yourself, are you capable of training that fighter? You know, people have come to me wanting me to train. I said, to be honest, we're not going to match. You know, what I want to do and what I want you to do is not going to work. So
by training with experienced members of Usyk's camp, Anthony Joshua is sharpening both his attack and defense. People watching his camp say he is fully focused on improving. From better footwork and timing to cleaner combinations, his training style is controlled but adaptable. This setup allows him to test new techniques in an organized environment. The sparring partners also recreate real fight situations, keeping Joshua sharp and alert. As fight night gets closer, every session becomes more important for building both physical strength and mental focus. His routine shows he understands that careful preparation and tactical growth are vital in boxing.
He's trying to rediscover a little bit of that confidence. He's gone to Oleksandr Usyk, where we're hearing reports he's out there, training with Usyk and the team, trying to pick up something, trying to rediscover something.
That's very strange, pause.
It is, but it's not unheard of. I've heard of a lot of fighters doing that. You see fighters, obviously, still Rocky movies years ago, but you see a fighter losing to someone, all of a sudden they go in the camp and they start training and doing little bits together and become friends or whatever else. I think it'll do Joshua no harm travelling, but as you say, he's a little bit long in the tooth and he's a bit on the back nine rather than the front nine, where that experience would really come into play. But I'm just looking at his record here. He obviously after the Usyk fight, he's come back and he had 3 fights and then the Ngannou demolition
Well, yeah,
job.
Jermaine Franklin, he had Robert Helene, he had Otto Wallin, and he smashed McGregor, which everyone went hallelujah for, right?
Yeah, but he's obviously not in like the box rec rankings to see where he is. But the Dubois fight is a fight where what you've just said then, Spencer, like match him right. I felt he was matched right with Dubois. That's just my opinion.
Just
obviously I was wrong on that and I was proved wrong, but I felt like Joshua would have and should have came through that, but he obviously didn't. So therefore, it's back to the drawing board, and where do you go from there? What do you do from there? Does he keep the same team around him? Does he go and find someone new and try and adapt and add to his repertoire already? And this move with Usyk. I don't know what it'll be, but if he's fighting before Christmas, then he needs to get in shape quick because there's only 8 weeks to go, let's say.
Well, my understanding, he's in camp, he's in shape, and just looking to getting out and get back to winning ways is my understanding. That's why they're talking about 8 rounders.
Yeah.
He wants to sort of go under the radar a little.
About the PTSD issue.
Even though Joshua is not regularly sparring Usyk, he has fully immersed himself in the champion's training system. He is working with top-level coaches who helped Usyk become a 2-time undisputed heavyweight champion and learning from their high-level boxing approach. Joshua has said this move gives him valuable insight into someone who has achieved so much, and believes it will help him prepare for Jake Paul's unique and unpredictable style.
To that camp just for Jake Paul, because he could have gone to fucking my camp to beat Jake Paul. AJ's been in camp with Usyk. Take this seriously for it to get fucked off at the final minute.
What better camp to go join
yeah.
than the master himself?
What he's doing is he knows that he's got, 1, maybe 2 years left, maybe 2 years. So he's gone to the Usyk camp. There's motivation behind that, you know what I mean?
Yes.
You're not going to that camp just for Jake Paul, because he could have gone to fucking my camp to beat Jake Paul.
Conor McGregor also shared his thoughts on a possible Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua fight, offering a direct and serious warning. He said the matchup is very dangerous and, in his opinion, probably should not happen. McGregor described Joshua as a powerful puncher and an experienced former world champion, reminding everyone that stepping into the ring demands respect. At the same time, he pointed out the real physical risks for Paul. Still, McGregor said he would respect Paul if he truly commits, even while questioning whether the fight makes sense from a true sporting point of view.
If he makes that walk, you've got to give him his respect for that. It's very dangerous, It seems like Netflix are all over him. It's a dangerous sport, and you can't overlook that. Joshua's a big boy and a powerhouse. I've sat ringside and watched Joshua. That's a heavy punching man, and he's a happy and he's a good kid. He has an anger in him. He has a darkness in him, does Anthony Joshua. I don't think a lot of people suss that. So, the fight shouldn't go ahead. In my opinion, the fight shouldn't go ahead. However, if he does it...
UFC President Dana White gave a harsh opinion on the highly anticipated Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul fight, calling it a mismatch that damages the integrity of boxing. Never afraid of controversy, White questioned the legitimacy of matching a former heavyweight world champion against a YouTube star turned boxer. His comments caused heated debate online, with fans split on whether the fight is smart promotion or pure spectacle. White argued that while celebrity fights may bring huge pay-per-view numbers, they risk turning boxing into entertainment rather than real competition. He warned this could set a dangerous example where fame matters more than skill and experience.
Mate, Anthony hasn't boxed for a year and a half. Mate, Anthony got dropped in his last fight. Anthony's head's all over the place. He's gone. So listen, fair fucking play. If he steps up and fights AJ, I will be the first to hold my hands up and go fair fucking play. He'd have to be crazy to do it. He would have to be crazy to do it. Jake Paul's never really fought anyone major, when's he going to step up and fight a real fighter? I mean, this would definitely be one way to kill that narrative, but it would be a dangerous one. If we're offered it, and the money that I know is inevitable in a fight like that, it would be very difficult for us to turn it down. And I know some people will find a reason to not like it and moan, but I'm just going to give it to you straight always. We were going to have a run out this year in an 8-rounder against someone in the top, 120 on BoxRec that you've never heard of. We could have a run out against Jake Paul, end him in boxing forever, get rid of this whole little silly thing, and make about 50 or 60x in the process. How can you turn it down? So if it's real, there is a chance. Jake's won fights that I didn't think he'd win. And Jake has got a lot better over the last couple of years. He ain't in Anthony Joshua's league, that's for sure. The only way this fight happens, if it's a fight, it's a sanctioned fight. I mean, ultimately, it's a cruiserweight stepping up to fight heavyweight. I mean, previously, what did you have? You had a lightweight fighting a cruiserweight, but that was an exhibition. This is no exhibition. This is the 10-ounce big boys, and this is a real fight. We've already really got our plans with Turki Al-Sheikh for 2026, which is ultimately to fight Tyson Fury, but also to have another fight in February. We got the phone call to say, look, obviously Gervonta's out, would you be interested in December? And the only other options we had for December was to do an 8-rounder on a card somewhere, which I didn't even know was going to happen. So I said to Nikisa, if you're truthful about this, which he assures me Jake is, then it could happen. So let's live in the real world, yeah? And let's just, everybody stay calm and make logical business decisions. What would you do, right? And please don't give me the, yes, but you have to think about the legacy here. You can't eat legacy, and legacy is so important. By the way, he's an Olympic gold medalist, a 2-time world heavyweight champion. The legacy's okay. I wouldn't let him not take this fight. I would push him in the ring to take this fight. So if you want to blame someone, blame me. Just relax. One, I don't even know if it's going to happen. Two, if it does, just relax. Enjoy us going in there for boxing and sticking one on his chin. We'll go back, we'll fight Tyson Fury, etc. So just...
Professional boxer Liam Cameron also spoke about public expectations for the fight. He said most fans expect Joshua to dominate because of his Olympic background and professional experience. Cameron added that some viewers may even enjoy seeing a one-sided contest.
AJ is going to do you a favour because he's going to flatten him. But big props to that Jake Paul for getting it ring win. Listen to this, he's a multi-millionaire. Multi-millionaire. You don't have to box. And he's fighting him. He's either a madman or he knows something we don't know. But people like saying, oh, I won't take this Jake Paul fight. Listen, every boxer on the planet would fight Jake Paul. But money. I'd fight Anthony Joshua for money. I'd get flattened, but I'd fight him. So yeah, I think people sometimes have to watch what they say and think about